Welcome to Inside Look, a video series designed to give a different perspective on the work done behind the scenes to make North Carolina and its counties a better place to live and work. In this edition, we're taking a look at the 2025 Summit on Reducing Overdose held in Wake County in March.
It's an honor to be invited to welcome everyone to this North Carolina Summit on Reducing Overdose today. The work we are doing here today is near and dear to my heart, and I'm privileged to have worked with so many of you sitting out in the audience to reduce overdose deaths in North Carolina and to improve the well-being of people with substance use disorders.
Substance use touches so many fields and aspects of people's lives, so it's really important to bring different groups and sectors and people with lived and living experience together. I think one of the big themes is lived experience, because we know that people who are living on the ground will tell us way before our data what is happening in real life. And if we are going to stay ahead of this overdose epidemic, we need to know what is happening and change accordingly. And so having lived experience is really important, but we also need scientists and community practitioners and health workers and harm reductionists all come together to really figure out how we are going to end the overdose epidemic.
This is a great opportunity, again, to collaborate, to learn from one another. We have a lot of our local government staff, subrecipients who are receiving opioid settlement funds. We have county commissioners here. We have even county lawyers here to understand how all of these funds are being used locally, to learn from other local governments or from our OSTAT team.
My team and I are presenting in several sessions. We're also moderating, facilitating sessions. We work really closely with OSTAT in that way. Like, they are experts on the opioid settlements and we are experts on the strategies. And so for us today, that is it's an excellent platform for our work. It gives us an opportunity to show off our expertise, as well as connect with and network with other people that are working in the field.
I think it's been really cool to see who shows up in the rooms and look around and see faces of commissioners who have met in this work, but also faith leaders who I worked with in my previous role, all sitting side by side talking about different issues together. I've seen really cool connections be made between our keynotes and people who just stop them and talk to them and want to know more about their jobs. So I think it's the different groups of people coming together is really special.
One of the major themes of this event is lived experience, and I have really gone through a bit of a transformation in how I think about my own lived experience, how I talk about my lived experience, and how I use that experience to impact other people. It's the stigma that lives inside of us. It's a stigma that makes us scared to ask for help or to ask for someone to keep an eye on you when you're using, because you spent so much time rebuilding your image and your life, and the thought of losing your kids, your freedom, your job, it feels really unbearable and inevitable if you out yourself. And that stigma, that silence, is fueling its own overdose crisis within our peer community.
We had another chance at that settlement, and we were able to add to it in the first few weeks of my administration an extra $150 million, which will be coming to you, the vast majority of which will hit within the next few years for you to help address the drug overdose crisis.
I want to acknowledge that there's a lot of grief that has accumulated over the last 30 years. Right now, 42% of all American adults know someone personally who has passed away of a drug overdose. What's really compelling about these numbers is when you look into it, most people who know someone who's died of an overdose know multiple people who have died of overdoses, right? This is a collective grief that we who do this work and have been doing this work a long time don't often acknowledge that the toll that it takes on us individually. So I want to bring this up and encourage you all to take care of each other, because in order to serve the people we need to serve, we need to take care of each other to have the longevity. Because 18 years of funding is going to go by like this, and we want to still be around.
This year has been really incredible because we've had 25 other states come and they want to learn from North Carolina and they want to learn from the counties who are doing this work on the ground. I think that's incredible. The summit is really special because it targets the strategies that are eligible under the North Carolina Memorandum of Agreement that we know have high impact and are evidence-based. And the first time we did the SORO, it was people who are new to this work in counties learning, and now we have counties themselves showing off the good work they're doing, which is just amazing.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of Inside Look. There will be more to come as we strive to give you a more in-depth look at North Carolina counties and the NCACC. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.